Hello, Chirins. Mr. Bruce here. Today's next book in the Peppa Pig series is Peppa and the Library Visit. You know, libraries where they go and keep all the books that we go someplace sometimes. And she loves going to the library. It's bedtime for Peppa and George. Can we please have a story? Asked Peppa. Okay. 1. Here's one about the red monkey. We always read that one, said Peppa. The red monkey takes a bath and brushes his teeth and goes to sleep. Let's choose another book instead that we haven't heard so many times. Peppa goes to the bookshelf. There's a book here about a blue tiger. There's a book here about a green spider, or a book here about an orange penguin. Ooh, says Peppa, what's this one? It's The Wonderful World of Concrete, reads Mommy. I've been looking for that, says Daddy Pig. It's the book I borrowed from the library. Concrete is how you make sidewalks and streets. It's for Daddy, who's a builder. Peppa asked, what is a library? Well, the library is a place where you can go borrow books. When you finish reading them, you take them back and borrow some more, says Daddy. He looks at the book. I've had this for a rather long time, Daddy Pig says. Mummy says, you can return it tomorrow, but right now it's bedtime. After Daddy reads his story, Peppa says. Daddy begins to read. The Wonderful World of Concrete. Concrete is made of sand and water and other things. Chapter 1, we'll learn about sand. All of a sudden, sounds of snoring fill the room. Peppa and George are fast asleep. So is Mommy Pig. The next morning, the family heads for the library. Peppa can't believe how many books there are on the shelves. Look at them all, she shouts. Shh, Peppa, says Daddy Pig. You must be quiet in the library because people come here to read and you need to be quiet. Next, please, comes another shout. It's Miss Rabbit, the librarian. Hello, Mummy Pig, she says. Are you returning these books? Mummy says, yes, Miss Rabbit. Mummy Pig gives her books to Miss Rabbit to scan through the computer. The books slide across the counter. Why is the computer beeping? Asked Peppa. Oh, it's checking to see that you haven't been naughty and kept the books for too long. Daddy Pig says, I may have kept this book for a bit too long. Don't worry, says Miss Rabbit. Then her computer makes a long beep. Beep! Daddy Pig, you've had this book out for 10 years. Peppa says, naughty Daddy. Oh my goodness. You're supposed to hold him for 2 weeks, not 10 years. Now that Daddy Pig's book is returned, he can borrow another one. Peppa and George want to borrow books too. Miss Rabbit shows Peppa and George to the children's section. Oh, says Peppa, there are books about princesses and animals and planets. She's so excited. Danny Dog and Susie Sheep are at the library too. Danny Dog's borrowing a book about soccer. Susie Sheep is borrowing a book about doctors. George has chosen one book. It's about dinosaurs, says George. Dinosaur. Daddy Pig has found an exciting new book. Further Adventures in the World of Concrete. But Daddy Pig, says Peppa, I want a bedtime book. Mama Pig pulls out a red monkey book. Not that again, said Peppa. It's boring. This one is a different story, says Mommy Pig. Once upon a time, there was a red monkey. I know, says Peppa. He has a bath and brushes his teeth and went to sleep. No, said Mama. This new book, he has adventures. Oh, the children all gather around to see that book. Peppa wants to hear the story. We can read it at home, says Mummy Pig. But I already chose a book about a princess, says Peppa. Then she sees another book about birds. That book looks interesting too. Miss Rabbit has good news for Peppa. You can take up to 3 books at home at a time. Yippee, says Peppa. You just have to remember to bring them back on time, says Miss Rabbit. And that goes for you this time, Daddy Pig. Peppa laughs. I'll make sure he remembers. I want to come back to the library all the time. I love the library. Back at home, it's bedtime. Mummy Pig opens the new Red Monkey book. Once upon a time, there was a red monkey that jumped into a space rocket and went to the moon. To the moon, says Peppa. What an adventure. That's where Jojo's going. Mummy turns the page. He had a picnic with a dinosaur. Dinosaur, says George. The red monkey swam under the sea. Mummy Pig turns to the last page. Finally, he climbed the highest mountain. It was a busy, busy day. I think Daddy Pig agrees, says Peppa. Everyone looks. Daddy Pig is fast asleep. The end, whispers Mommy. Sounds of Daddy Pig's snores fill the room. Shh! Everyone laughs. What a fun day. The end. Well, they had a fun day at the library, didn't they? Pretty soon we'll be able to go to the library again and pick out our own books. Until then, I'll keep getting books and reading them to you. All right, I want you to wash your hands, be good to your folks, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Peppa Pig book. Bye-bye.